about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. Out to his left. And his throw here is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, where was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
23-yard line.
Going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's tackled at the 30.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. As a lineman, they're trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Now he'll try to run with this. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
2nd and 17 at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result.
To a hit, and the ball is out. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Here's 2nd and 8. Rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But now it's 3rd and goal.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Intercepted. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
There on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Tua. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Packers.
Six 6-0 our score after one.
With the score, Bears 6, Packers nothing.
Tua now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
A big play there with touchdown #8 on the year. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come.
Is good.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. But they never did.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening.
Some pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
2nd down.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Tua. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick is good.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a handoff looking right. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
The ball
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Dancing to his left. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Tua sets up to pass it. That one complete to Hill. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Packers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Tua, a final shot before half. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive. And now here is another interception. Reuben Foster picks it. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On second down now. It's Hines. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throwing right, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Caught by number 11. Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. A gain of 2.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, Tua. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Touchdown, Packers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your play.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to pass. Tua on the move to his left. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 13 yards, first down Packers. Here's Hines. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sideline and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Bears.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
6 is the ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
48-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. That'll bring up second down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise.
And now here is another interception.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss next
Picked
time.
off by Jair Alexander. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
31.
Zerline good with a PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's just me and you.
And his throw is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. Third down here.
Brings up third down and 8 yards.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And my goodness, another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Hines. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Adams has it complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Kick is good.
And he's able to put it through.
Score, Packers 38, Bears 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. He's going to wind up and air it out. And now here is another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now they try the right side here and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
58 to Mike, 58.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
The Packers on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is third down and 12. Tua going to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a game.
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Rip left, rip left.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Go 58 to the Mike. Hey, move. 58, boys. 58. 58, Mike.
Here's Tua. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, the 20.
Bring it!
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A gain of 4.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Yards on the pickup.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Final score, Packers 38.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Green Bay, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Chicago, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.